Hey court reporters, Nick Cannon is doing some more talking about his fatherhood situation. If you don't recall, he currently has what, like 8 kids spread out by 5 different women. He's got a woman currently pregnant with his child while he is out here writing songs, begging to get Mariah Carey back. It's a mess, okay? But the interesting thing about him is one of the quotes that he recently put out there was that he is a super hygiene freak when it comes to sex. He claims that he will put 2 condoms on because he is so scared of other women's bodily fluids, which is very random, right? It just does not make sense based on the way that he's living his life. He's had 3 women pregnant at like the same time. His kids are all so close in age as well. He's got like 5 different baby mamas. He says he wants to have 12 kids. He's open to having even more baby mamas. So this just does not make sense. And the kids that he has here does not really account for like the kids that he's attempted to have in the past as well, you know. And even before he was attempting to have this huge army of children, he was probably having unprotected sex with other people as well. So I think the list is long when it comes to the amount of women that Nick Cannon has raw dogged it with, which is what makes it so funny that he's now out here claiming to be some kind of hygiene freak when it comes to intercourse. So also interesting, on the topic of him having all these kids, all these different women, etc., is that he showed us a therapy session that he did on his talk show with his actual real life therapist, where he talked about the guilt that he feels for not being able to spend enough time with his children. Remember, he's got like a couple of newborns right now, a bunch of kids under the age of like 2-3 years old, all living in separate homes. And he does not live full-time with any of his children. So he does only spend a limited amount of time with each kid. And he opened up about that not feeling like enough, and then the baby mamas all feeling like he's not giving enough of his time to their kids. He says the only thing that helps him with that guilt is the fact that he knows that he is able to provide for all of his children financially because, of course, he is rich. He's well off. But that doesn't replace the lack of time that he's able to spend with all of his children. So, you know, with him being a little bit insightful on that, like, you would hope that it means that he wants to kind of slow down and reevaluate his plan to get to 12 kids with however many women. But we all know that that is probably not the case. I do believe that Nick is going to be welcoming a bunch more kids with a bunch more women in the near future, regardless of how unhealthy this lifestyle might be. And speaking of unhealthy, Nick is also going on the record to claim that monogamous relationships are not healthy and that they are indeed selfish. It's very ironic, right? Considering the situation with the kids, he's not there doing the day-to-day parenting. You know, the moms are out there actually being the parents to his kids full-time, and he is calling monogamy selfish, where 2 parents are in a home raising the child 100% each, giving, you know, the child their undivided attention. It's very fascinating, his line of thinking there. So he says, listen, married is not single. When you allow the government and paperwork to come in and say this is a bond, this is a covenant, you're not single, you can still make covenants without getting the government involved, where 2 people say we choose to be monogamous because we value this so much. We don't want anyone to be a part of this energy we have. I don't think monogamy is healthy. I feel like that gets into the space of selfishness and ownership. Oh, Nick. Yeah, he's giving Hotep vibes lately. I feel like he really is going through a crisis, but, you know, hopefully he does come out strong on the other side of this at some point. What do you think about Nick's latest antics? Are you surprised? Because I do a lot of videos of him on TikTok, and people always tell me that they're so surprised to see him end up like this. Corny Nick Cannon wound up Hotep Nick Cannon. Are you surprised too? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.